Scorpio, how are you, my dears? I hope you're having a good week. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And so you're going to get what everybody else has been getting this week. I came up with some new just tarot spreads, some new layouts. Kind of fun. I'm enjoying them, and I'm getting some really interesting messages out of them. So it's a 10-card spread. And I pulled the camera back a little bit because I know some people do want to see the cards and the spread, how it's sitting there. It's pretty simple. But it's something more to look at than just me, which is probably a good thing. So we're going to do that for you. So let's get started. Get the cards in. Okay. And, okay, it's because of you guys. Mostly because of you guys. I've come up with my new way of calling cards. Because I think it was last week, and there's been other weeks too, where I shuffle and I shuffle. And you know, Scorpio, you're like, no, you're not, no, we don't want you to know what's going on. I know. So I have a new way of doing it. Me and Spirit, we got figured out here. You ready for this? Okay. We're not taking those. Me and Spirit have a deal here. There, whoops. Okay. We're good. So this is the whole thing. I don't have to shuffle again, unless I need clarifiers, which I probably will. Okay, so the first card is the overall energy of this reading for you. Oh boy. 5 of Wands, Scorpio. 5 of Wands, some sort of conflict here. Conflict that has a basis in deeper desires, things that you really want for yourself. Things that somebody else maybe really wants, and it's like this pull, this back and forth. And your desires are completely different, or at least your expression of those desires are completely different. I can relate to that. Yes, having gone into, I was looking for like a camera, something to do with my videos here. I'm still using my iPhone, but anyways. So apparently I do not speak the same language as IT people. So this is a little bit of that I feel like, you know. And at some point, as I did with the person I was dealing with at the store, I just said, you know what, I'm really sorry. I just don't think we communicate in the same way. Please don't be mad at me. And yeah, I think he was mad at me. But so there's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of that, Scorpio, going on. And it doesn't feel so much like an inner thing, like a tiny bit, but not a lot. I feel like you feel pretty confident in what it is that you desire and this expression to someone else. You guys are just not on the same page. You're speaking like 2 different languages, or like a very artistic, intuitive person going in to speak to a very technical person. It just, you know, it doesn't work. Okay, so what is your mental, emotional state right now with all of this? Wow, good for you. Bang on. Palace of Swords. Really clear analytical thinking. And this goes beyond that even, because this deck, this is my Tarot of Dreams deck. It has cards that go beyond the kings, and it's the palace cards. So thinking beyond that, like the king is usually, like if it was the King of Swords, really controlled thinking, like really controlling your thinking, control in how much intuition you're using, you know, really analyzing the situation, holding on to that truth, not, you know, not letting anyone else change that truth. But this, once you get into the palace, for the Palace of Swords, this is actually going beyond that analytical thought process and really honing into your intuition, So whatever's going on, and it sounds like like you got the right idea. It feels like whatever is going on in this situation with your 5 of Swords, which is the general energy of this reading. It's like, I can't, you know, just thinking this out. I need to just let the universe speak to me. I need to connect to the universe. I need to really hear what is going on, what needs to be spoken, because I'm not getting anywhere with that energy. Okay, so that's your emotional. I'm going to pull out clarifiers. I'm pulling everything out. And let me see. You can't see that card. Oh, well. This is the first time doing it here. But if I have it down here, I can't get the other cards in. I don't know if I have room. It's okay. So what do you need to do to move forward? What action should you maybe take? Wow, it's judgment time, Scorpio. Judgment time, a rebirth. And that's interesting because someone else earlier this week had that card And it wasn't so much what action they were being asked to take. I think it was their emotional state, what they were going to do for themselves. It might have been Gemini. But this is interesting. So the action to take. So I feel that there are things that you can do, and your intuition is probably starting to tell you this, that you can do to initiate, to get the ball rolling on what this rebirth in a sense is. You know, I see judgment, and it's a divine rebirth. It's a rebirth into energy that is very positive. There's no heavy karmic energy coming with that. It's coming up out of that coffin, baby, and leaving the ashes, the soot, everything else behind, and it's just new and it's fresh. So that's the action. You need that. This is time for that. It's time for you. The universe is kind of telling you that. Okay, so the recent past for you, how is the Page of Swords? The recent past is the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's quite interesting. You don't have a single cup coming out of here yet. You do not have a single cup coming out of here. You don't have a single card that would typically say, this is Scorpio to me. You may be dealing with someone, or were dealing with someone who is younger than you, or at least less experienced in relaying their truth and speaking their mind, talking about what needs to be talked about. Your state is like way beyond theirs. I mean, this is as high as you get. When we're talking about the mind, the thought process, analyzing situations, understanding situations, theirs is very, very young mindset. A very young mindset. And I feel like this person, they really feel that. They seem to be, you know, the look on this page's face, they feel a little bit naive in this situation with you. They feel a little bit naive in this situation with you. A little bit like looking for direction too, I'm getting. They're looking for direction. They may not be expressing that to you, but this card really feels heavy with that energy. They're looking for a little bit of direction on what to do in this situation. Okay, what's your immediate future? Wow, the Eight of Cups. Finally, we're getting some cup energy here. So going deeper into yourself here. Your immediate future is going deeper into yourself, going on a bit of that journey, coming out of something that has been heavier, life lessons, stuff that kind of makes you realize, oh, there's certain cups that I don't want anymore. There's things that don't fulfill me. You know, I'm getting an interesting analogy and a picture in my mind of the cup runneth over, but runneth over in a bad way. Like a cup running over that isn't a cup that really has served you for a very long time. And it's become a damn distraction because you've got all these other cups that you would like to fill with really great things, but you have this cup overflowing. It's making a mess of your life in a bit, like in a sense. It's making a mess of your life. And you have to deal with it, but it's not the cup you want anymore. Where the hell is this cup overflowing? It's like, almost feels like you've put your energy towards something at some point in the past. May or may not have something to do with this past energy coming in as well. And at the time, it seemed like this is a good thing. This is a good thing to put my attention into. This was a good cup to fulfill. Yeah, let's direct our energy here. But then as time went on, you're like, oh, that didn't turn out so good. That was not a good cup. Not too sure about that cup. But now that cup is freaking overflowing. Like, shit, I don't want this cup anymore. How do I clean up this mess? It's really interesting energy coming out of the Eight of Cups. We definitely need clarifiers for that, because this is a very soul journey sort of card. To stack everything neatly, stack all those cups neatly. They've all been emptied. I have a really good idea. I'm starting fresh. What is the first thing I want in one of those cups? What is the first? But it's like you can't do that quite yet. I feel like there's this other cup that's overflowing and making a mess for you. Okay, so let's see. What is your strength? What is your strength right now? Wow, interesting. The Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is your strength right now. The strength that you have right now is your Four of Coins. I find that interesting because there's like fours to me are like balance, manifestation, bringing back balance, trying to keep balance. So that's part of your strength. But specifically with this card, this person to me has like a little nest egg here. They have a little nest egg, and they're only, it's almost like, don't tell anyone, shh, don't let anyone know I have this. That's the kind of energy I get from this. Having a little something, whether that's monetary, Capricorn energy in this card. Actually, sorry, I didn't really, this one was Leo. Sorry. I know some people want to know. That's Leo. This is air, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Judgment, I get a lot of Libra energy out of this card for myself because there's a lot of balance coming into play. Again, this is the same. Your page is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And then this Eight of Cups has Pisces up in the top. But it does feel like you're in that energy right now. That intuition going up, right? The palace going up into that intuition. Yeah, for me, the only person, so I feel like the energy of all of these cards, for me as I'm getting it as a reader, is you, except this Page of Swords feels like someone else. If this feels like someone else. Now, so going back to this Four of Coins, it does have Capricorn energy in it. Any earth sign you could relate it to, but it's part of the basis of the earth sign energy, right? Like stability, grounding, foundation, you know, slow move ahead, but it's sustainable, you know, as opposed to that little fire sign, it's bing, gone. Whoa, where was that? What was that? Right? This is more like stable, and it's stable in a sense. This person has got something. You've got something. I feel like whatever's going on for you in a situation, it's like you got that last card. You know, you're sitting there, you're playing cards. We were playing Uno the other night, and I can remember my friend's husband. He was holding his cards like this. Like, how many cards do you have? You get a show. No, I'm okay. And I kind of feel like that. I feel like you're like, nobody know, you got something going on there. This little, I call it the nest egg. Let's see what comes out around it, but it's your strength. And it's a little secret something. It's your, Scorpio doesn't have secrets, do they? Let's see, okay. Energy that surrounds and supports you right now. So what energy? What universal energy? People energy? Dog, cat energy? I don't know. What is around and supporting you right now? Oh, the Four of Cups, another four. More balance here. Desire for balance, stability, energy to manifest. This is the Four of Cups. Often with the Four of Cups, you do not see this offer coming and you're so focused on these other three cups. And you know, this kind of it, like, I'm sad about the ending of those three cups. What am I going to do now? It's all over, kind of reminiscing. And then you don't see this hand coming in with this cup that's being offered. But in this card, you do. You're looking up. You're like looking up. I know there's a cup. And I love because they're not distracted by these three down here. These three aren't even broken yet. A lot of times in the deck, they've either fallen over or they're broken. And that's all the person can focus on is the loss of that. And they don't see this opportunity coming in. But I feel like you're looking. So that's the energy that's supporting you, is knowing and looking and waiting and watching for this opportunity. Opportunity that has something to do with the deeper feelings within you on something. That's the first indication I've had about some sort of deeper feeling here. It feels like there's been a lot of thought, a lot of thinking, trying to analyze a situation or problem, trying to speak it through with someone as well. Okay, the next card is the fun card. So the next card is the energy that's out there. It's like the surprise though. It's the surprise coming in for the universe. So this is something that you probably feel, sense, or aware of on yourself, in yourself. So this is what you are not aware of, what's coming in. It's a surprise. You ready, Scorpio? I know you don't like this stuff. What is it? Nice. See? The surprise is the Knight of Coins. Someone coming forward. Interesting, we have Aries and Taurus at the top of this deck. This is a really cool deck. You'll get a lot of additional, like typically you wouldn't think of Aries with this Knight, but I'll tell you, this Knight is typically the slowest Knight in the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. The earth signs tend to be the slowest in terms of making a movement towards something of value for them, right? But in this case, there is some Aries energy behind this, and it's really being guided in a divine sense. The rider, the knight, has golden antlers on his helmet, and the horse has like a golden horn coming out of his armor, sort of signifying like unicorn energy. So both of them have like something that's projected, almost like an antenna. So that tells me that this knight and the horse he rides on are using their intuition as well in terms of moving towards you. Someone is coming towards you with some sort of an offer or a gift. And I really like the way these three cards are sitting with each other. And see, we've got, you know, your little nest egg, the secret, so some sort of thing that you're holding on to here, and you're aware of something. You just know, you can feel it. Something good is going to come in for me. And look at the direction of this knight. It's playing right in there. So it's like your energy hanging on to something and knowing something's coming is being like they're surrounding this cup, right? They're surrounding that cup. Get this in the right spot. Okay, so now this is the hard part. This is the homework part. This is what you need to work on. This is sort of described as the weakness in your link, your chains right now. So what do you need to work on right now? Ooh, the devil. More Capricorn energy with the devil card. Now this devil card is a lot about, particularly this one, self-imposed entrapment, feeling trapped, but realizing you're the one who's trapped yourself. And I want to say some thinking here, because there's also quite a bit of heavy thinking energy coming in with this. So feeling entrapment. If you look at this, you see the devil, he's got two chains holding that cage, and the person is hugging themselves, looking down, really not looking at the clarity of the situation, because the door to the cage is open. The door to the cage is open because we live in a universe based on free will. So if you mess with someone else's free will, there's going to be karma to pay for that. And the devil, for the most part, is the energy inside us which traps us, convinces us, gets us into thoughts, patterns of thinking and acting that make us believe that we don't have choices. This person has a choice to get out of that cage. They absolutely do. But maybe they're telling themselves, I can't get out of the cage because if I do that, people will think this about me. Or, because if it's based on your free will, there should be no karma involved. If it's based on your free will to remove yourself from a situation that makes you feel trapped, imprisoned, you gotta free that. That's part of being alive here, is you have to be able to free that. So there's no karma, there's no karmic debt. The only thing that would be holding this person back from coming out of this cage is the thoughts in their head that this is not the right thing to do, society won't think well of me, my friends won't, or there's some sort of thought process that's keeping them in the cage. The devil's like, he's laughing. He's like, I didn't even know that the door is open. Such a fool. And look, he's got the jester hat on. It is the fool. Not to say that you are a fool. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. This deck, the entire deck, particularly with the major arcana, The Fool is depicted in many of the cards because he's on a journey. He starts at 0, the 0 card in the deck, and then I think the last card is the World, and he stands within it, and it's great. So he gets himself out of this. You're going to get yourself out of this. All right, the potential outcome of this situation that you're in, I can't believe it. There it is. The World gets himself. What more do you need to know? You're going to get yourself out of the situation. You just have to realize that the door is open on the cage. That's your weakness. That's what you need to work on. And voila, the potential outcome is foolish you, foolish me, foolish all of us, getting out of there and realizing that the world is your oyster and the opportunities are abounding for you. They're just like abundant opportunities. That's amazing, Scorpio. That is really cool. Oh, what's at the bottom here? Oh, nice. Palace of Coins is at the bottom. So the underline here is having that safe place, having that wonderful place where you can be happy and live in abundance and make wishes come true. Stability is like stability that can't be rocked. And it's stability too that, you know, look at how beautiful this place is. Really wonderful, wonderful energy. Freedom. Freedom is what I really get from that card. You know, whenever you've gone up north, you go for a walk in the woods. What if there's nothing? There's no society constraints on you. You are just you and you're connected with Earth again, right? Get yourself out of that. Yeah. And yeah, thank you. I will. So you can and you will. Just when you decide to, really, because the door is open. What am I doing here? I'm making a mess, actually. Okay, so let's get the Judgment card. I'm having trouble fluffering here. The Judgment card. I want to get clarification on that for you. That's what you need to do. That's your action. So let's get more information on how we can make this happen. And doesn't that go so well with what you need to work on? So your action is to, like, look at this. Removing yourself from the depths of hell and moving up into heaven. Look at that. That is, I don't want to, sort of more, that's more like a biblical religious way of looking at it. But I think we can all look at it and say in terms of heavy, dark, unfulfilling, suppressive energy into light, abundant, loving, caring, happy, growth energy, right? Go in here, from here. So what y'all need to do, what do they, okay, the universe would like you to take action, to give yourself judgment here. What action? Can we get clarity on the action? Wow, start moving forward with more love, baby. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups has come out. I know it's teeny tiny. The Knight of, but I like it because I can layer a whole bunch of them on here. So the Knight of Cups has come out in terms of what you do to move forward. So you need to, you know, and I can feel that because there is a lot of thinking. There's a lot of thinking. And this person, I feel like, again, this person, however this works for you, this individual is feeling naive in this situation. And I feel like by approaching this person with more of a loving, kind heart, it's going to change the energy that's playing out right now. Because you are way beyond them in terms of thinking, planning, what you're going to say, even understanding the situation, because you are in the Palace of Swords. That's your mental energy. That's insane. That's insane, clear, analytical thinking and tapping into your intuition and combining the two of them to just function like a boss. Like, really, it's really strong. But there's someone you're, let's get more information about this Page of Swords as your recent past. Can we get more information for Scorpio about this Page of Swords? More information about the Page of Swords. Why is this person sitting here feeling so naive? Let's get that. Oh, wow. They're going on some sort of a journey. They're going somewhere they have not been before. They need to get themselves out too. Some of you might be actually in your past. You may have been this Page of Swords as well. It's always funny when you do a general reading how the first part of the reading is very strong, that this is with you and someone else, and it comes out you and someone else. And then this is where I feel like, okay, and then it switches a little bit because there's someone else who needs to hear the message and it's going on within them. So keep up. We're going to keep up here with this general. So definitely going somewhere that you haven't been before. It's better than where you are now, which is really nice because this is the immediate future. That plays out so well. That's what this is about. Both of, you know, the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups are very similar in that sense that I've been from somewhere pretty rough. I've been from somewhere difficult. I've learned a lot. And having done that, now that I know that I'm going forward, I don't know where forward is necessarily going to lead me, but what I do know is that it's going to be a lot better than where I've been. And I don't want to be where I've been anymore. I'm moving away from that. I'm going forward. It's much better. I just know it is. It has to be. And in taking that energy with you, it's going to be. It's just the laws of the universe. You're projecting that forward. So that's also why there's some sense of feeling a little bit naive. Naivety? Did I say that right? It's not a word that I'm using every day. But yeah, feeling naive as you move forward, but that's okay. That's new. That's learning energy. And we have to push ourselves into those zones at any time because in anything, it's just like life is like the entire education process if you think about it. You start off in kindergarten, you're JK, you're at the bottom of the rung. Then next year in your SK, so now you're at the top of the rung in kindergarten, and boom, into grade 1, you're at the bottom of the rung again, if your school goes to grade 6 or 8 or whatever. Then you get to the top of your school, let's just say it's grade 8, you're like, yeah, I'm at the top again. And you go into high school, you're grade 9, you're at the bottom of the rung. Then you get to the top of the high school, I'm at the top again, top of the food chain. You go to college, university, you're at the bottom of the rung again. And then as you graduate, then you're going to go to work and you're going to start at the bottom. You're not going to get that chief executive position. You're not going to get that. You have to start at the bottom and work your way up. And that's life. Life plays out like that over and over again, right? So it's okay to get into that energy of feeling naive, feeling unsure. This is a new situation. This is a new exploration of myself in this situation. It's just going to happen over and over again. So we might as well get used to it, right? Eight of Cups, immediate future. Let's get more about this. What could be in that cup that you find? What are you looking for in that cup there, Scorpio? Boy, you're still in the thoughts, eh? The King of Swords here. The King of Swords. You are in there. Oh, dear. That is tough. That is a toughy energy. This King of Swords in particular, this guy's looking for a fight. Are you sure that's what you want to do? I hope not. Look at him. I'm gonna stand up here. I'm gonna stand up here. Look at this guy. And actually, that's the position he has. What I just took right now. He's got one hand here. He's got his sword, and he's just about to lift himself up out of that chair. That's very hostile. Why so hostile, Scorpio? Why so hostile? Because you want your judgment. All right. Well, then do it. Because dude, there you go. The universe spoke. Don't listen to me. This is my opinion. Don't listen to my opinion. Listen to when the universe comes out in the cards here. That's your judgment. It's to get up and fight for what you want. Do it. Do it. Take it. It's time. You just got support on being that King of Swords. This guy is tough, man. Like, look at him. He doesn't take shit from anybody. He really doesn't. And if it looks like someone's starting to give him shit, he's getting out of his chair. Like, okay, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm going now, right? Like that's interesting. The message that I just got with that really strong, that whole little play out, was that he doesn't actually engage in a lot of battles anymore. It's almost like, you know, that a parent figure, if you've had one of them in your life, there's always one. There's always a bad cop, tough cop and the good cop. I don't want to say a bad cop, tough cop. You get that look from that parent and you know you got to drop what it is you're doing. And yeah, you're in a hell lot of trouble if you keep doing that. And he's got that down to a T. Like, this guy doesn't even engage in battles anymore. He's fought so many battles, developed his authority in this situation. And I want to say too, in terms of yourself, really realizing, recognizing, I mean, this is some pretty awesome energy. It's like now you're taking that energy, you're taking that analytical thinking, you've processed, you've thought about past situations and circumstances, how they played out, and then you've used your intuition to project that forward and know how to survive in that situation and how to get what it is that you want with that King of Swords. Because, yeah, the Judgment, that's why you want that energy. Take it, because that's what the universe is telling you need to do. You need to take that Judgment. You need to move forward in that. Four of Cups, Knight of Coins. Let's get a little more on the strength for the Four of Coins. A little more on your strength card, the Four of Coins. Ooh, Wands. Four of Wands. Interesting. There's been a lot of relationship coming through in these readings lately. There's our Four of Wands. That's like the relationship card. You know I won't use the TF on my channel, the TF word. And this is someone like that you've had a very deep connection with. I'm feeling marriage. Like, I'm really feeling like these two are together. This is like sort of that, you want to call it, you know, where the newly married couple walks through like the archway. Interesting. I feel like some of you are trying to save. Some of you are in a situation. This is really interesting all of a sudden, the energy that just came in here. Some of you are in a situation where you're trying to get to this point with someone very significant in your life. You both want this. This isn't like someone runner or chaser. There's none of that energy here. This is, and that's a judgment in itself for some of you, is being able to marry this person, whether it's a financial constraint that's preventing that, or it feels like in some situations with this sword energy that's playing out, that there are people that are involved in this situation that really shouldn't be. It might be parents, might be friends, and they are, you know, trying to stymie this, or say this person isn't for you. Maybe they don't, maybe their socioeconomic level is not high enough for some. Interesting. Don't forget what this potential is. You do what you got to do. But the potential is absolute abundance. The best card at the end of the major arcana, honey. The world. So don't worry. And you know what? It's really coming, yeah. Some of you, it's a situation, definitely with this Four of Wands, and you know, with this Four of Coins, your strength here is, in a sense, I want to say, saving your money, getting that ability to physically move forward with what it is that you want to do here. To physically move forward with what it is that you want to do on this deeper connection, this deeper spiritual feeling connection here. Some of you too, with this Judgment card and this Knight of Chalices, this Knight of Cups, perhaps maybe you've been hesitant because we have the Knight of Coins here too, and it feels like a gift of love. Maybe somebody wants to propose or even just talk about bringing the relationship to that level, but feeling like you don't have the money to do it. Well, you don't necessarily need the money to do that. I mean, if it's really based on true love, deep feelings here, come on, she's gonna accept a ring made out of a cute little dandelion thing. Like, yeah. And I know you can say, like, you know, life is complicated, you need lots of money. And well, if you want to have kids and stuff, you kind of need to have some money and stability. It's really going to make it work better. If you're both okay in a tiny home, do it. What? Like, don't stop. You know, yeah, because the world is sitting here. The world is sitting here. I almost feel like whatever I tell you, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, just look at the cards, telling you what you need to work on, what you need to free yourself from, and you are going to get what it is that you want, whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever this scenario is for you. Knight of Coins. What's this Knight of Coins bringing in? What does the Knight of Coins bring in here? What is this offer? What is the Knight of Coins bringing in? Oh, yeah, you're going to look at everything very different. They're not going to give me details. They're kind of telling me how it's going to make you feel. You're going to be looking at everything like in a totally different way. Whenever this comes in, it's going to flip your soul upside down. And I think, wow, I thought left was right and right was left. Now, no, it's the other way around. Up is down and down is up. Let's see, because you feel like something's coming in. The energy that surrounds you, that's like supporting you, is this Four of Cups. And this is an awareness of this cup. What is in this cup for Scorpio? Two of Pentacles, so a choice, some sort of choice here. And you can see that this person has cups in front of them. This person has cups in front of them, but they're looking at that one in the sky. You're bringing it in. You're definitely bringing it in. Okay, Devil card. Let's pull a clarifier out on you. You evil bastard. What are you doing to Scorpio? Whoa, okay. Don't get so upset at me, man. Yeah, oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is what the devil is keeping you from. Well, so what I want to say, this is what the darker side of you is keeping you from. Okay? The Nine of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups here. So this is after that journey. You had the Eight of Cups, remember? Going on that journey, getting that judgment, because right after the Eight of Cups, then that guy comes down from that staircase and says, I know what I want in every one of those cups. And I'm going to sit here and I know it's coming. And there he is, sitting there knowing. Because you know what? After these get filled up, the next step is the Ten of Cups, and that's the end of this story. And I can live happily ever after because the World card is next. That's basically what that is. And then we get interesting Emperor energy, which is also Aries. But this is someone who is a leader in their life. They're a leader in their life. They're a leader in other people's lives. They, very powerful, very strong energy. I know some people will say that the Emperor is very overpowering and bossy, but myself, I don't read the Emperor as that. But maybe because I'm an Aries and this is our card, but I feel more that the Emperor takes charge in their life. Maybe not everyone likes that, because some people want to make other people go in certain directions that serve them better. But when you have Emperor energy, nobody does that to you. I'm going where it serves me. I'm going where it serves me. So I like that energy for you. Particularly getting out of the devil. Screw you, I'm going to what serves me. Followed by, yeah, I fill my heart with love. The Queen of Cups here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I own it, I take it, I'm going for it, baby. Last card. Let's get the world. Let's get some clarification on the world. Oh, King of Cups, King of Chalices. Divine counterparts have showed up here now. We have the King and Queen of Cups. We now have the King and Queen of Cups. That's the world. It's going to happen. Whatever you're working on. It could be a job for someone too that may affect their ability in a relationship, something. There's a lot of pentacle energy here in significant spots. But yeah, so it's good. It's good. It looks like it's gonna work out, Scorpio. It's good. Wow, we're almost at 40 minutes, Scorpio. Look at, see, when I have a different shuffling technique, we really get stuff out for you, don't we? Okay, so this comes from my Wings of Wisdom Oracle deck. Beautiful messages, nice affirmations on the cards too that you can use moving forward. You all got the Beetle card. I haven't pulled that out for anyone yet. I'm going to read it and show it to you. Beetle, progress, co-creation, accomplishment. The affirmation with this card is, I am empowered to build a legacy of love and thrive in sacred community. Oh, it's really beautiful, and I have to watch. Oh, actually, I can read it better when it's far away. Yeah, that's a sign of needing glasses. So the back of this card says, there are others who can help you. As you fulfill your life purpose, you help others fulfill theirs. Balance your individual efforts with teamwork to make the most progress. There is no need to do everything on your own. No matter how intimidating or difficult a situation may seem right now, you have what it takes to move through it successfully. Do not give up. Be open to innovative approaches and trust you will instinctively find a way. You will successfully carry out remarkable tasks in this lifetime. Oh, I love this deck. I just want to pull one every hour and read it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Scorpio. Let me know what you think of the spread. It's kind of fun. I'm just doing like the traditional tarot spread. I'll go back and forth and do it the way I used to do it too. But this is kind of fun. So anyways, yeah, picking up your cards. I'm going to say proper goodbye. Until next time, Scorpio, have a wonderful week. And we'll see you next week, hopefully. If you want to come back, it's up to you. And be very gentle with yourselves. Bye.